Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to tonight's main event, your first ever Rumble for the QAW Men's Heavyweight Championship.
And there's Karen in the ring explaining how exactly this is going to work. And, you know, Mike, kind of weird how they made us change venues for this.
The irony is that the mic wasn't on there.
Oh, well, I mean, well, we're back here in this old stadium that another promotion used once, but it should do the trick, and everybody Ubered here safely. So this is good to go.
Will join in the order that they drew. This will continue until all 30 superstars have entered the ring. Eliminations occur when you are thrown over the top rope with both feet landing on the floor. The last in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will advance to the main event of WrestleMania.
Be the first ever world champion.
Yeah, Karen, she had an old job. She's not. Oh, here's our first entrant.
The unlucky first spotter. Will it be this man's lucky first entry into the Rumble? It is.
I think it's the anarchist himself. Yes, it is Mike Carr, ladies and gentlemen.
From Boston, Massachusetts,
Forsaking his namesake, coming to the ring on a motorcycle, it's Mike Carr.
the anarchist, Mike Carr.
Karen got that time, because you don't want to get this man's name wrong. He has fought in bars, he has fought in taverns, he's fought anywhere you can order a drink in this country for years now.
Surly and burly, this man will put 2 knuckles on your forehead faster than you can say bartender. One more. That chalice on the back of his jacket, said to be the
what there?
Oh, did it cut out?
I think you did, sir.
My God.
That's okay. It's time, because we need utter silence to see who number 2 is.
What's it gonna be? Our mics aren't turned off. It's just the suspense, folks.
Whoever this is, they're making us wait.
You don't think it's... It couldn't be. It is!
It's the Wizard of QAW himself. Max Ulan the Magnificent.
The fabulous one himself has entered the QAW arena in a puff of magic and majesty.
This is not the best spot for him. He had words before this Rumble basically acknowledging that everybody was going to kick his ass and begging them to take it easy on him. And coming in at number 2, well, he might be in for one long night.
He's a self-described fancy boy. He's here more to win friends than he is championships. And my God, in that resplendent regalia, who could not have a smile on their face?
I have one on my face right now, Mike.
This man, he's here to make you feel good, even if his opponents are gonna make him feel bad. Real bad.
Well, it's not that kind of attitude that's going to get you eliminations, but let's see if it's this match that's going to turn him from a soft boy into a hard boy.
My God, he's trying to scribble down some dwarven runes on the side of the ring. Maybe he's casting a spell to make people be eliminated easier.
Huh. It could be anything in that bag of tricks he's got. He seems to be muttering something.
It's an ancient incantation to give himself +5? Well, whatever
+5
boost
to everything is going to go a long way.
Hopefully. Pointing up to his deity of choice that hopefully will rain down splendor and strength for this. Oh God, he's transforming.
I think that might be what he's feeling right now. Well, you couldn't have picked a more interesting pair to start off this Rumble match.
Diametrically opposed, one could say. A man who dwells in the land of fantasy and a man who lives a nightmare.
I think the question isn't if Max Ulan is going to win this Rumble, it's just how long he lasts, if you ask me.
It's an opinion shared by Mike Carr, it would seem. grabbing Maxilon immediately, and oh, down he goes.
Big suplex to start this off.
Wasting no time to just make his presence known with a big senton and a huge boot to the back. Ah, but a big trip from Maxilon. He has been reading his monster manual. He is fighting back.
Okay, number 3 coming in.
Who's it going to be? Big Daddy from Chunkle.
That's right. Apparently, the tag competitors are also still valid for singles competition. Let's see if Chunkle can take home 2 championships.
First ever QAW double champion. We'll see as Big Daddy enters the fray. And a big neck breaker from Mike Carr. Down goes Maxilon.
Because remember, these 30 roster members in this match, we're going to see a lot of people. This is a real big intro to the roster of QAW to the rest of the world.
Go ahead and tweet us your favorites as the Farm Boy makes his way off the farm and into the arena.
The Farm Boy, Wayne Maston, coming in hot. He's showing that age is no exception to wins.
Those overalls were passed down to him by his grandpappy. And another big neckbreaker from Mike Carr. He is on fire. It has been non-stop offense from Mike during this whole Rumble.
Well, we might start filling up here pretty quick, as that timer is incessant, coming in here with only 3 seconds left towards our 5th competitor.
Well, for the sake of social distancing, we're trying to get as many people out as we can, and here comes Wellington Arms.
Wellington Arms, one member of the generation serving Diamond David Thomas, the man with the iron arm after suffering the loss of his arm in a horrible bike accident. Wellington Arms, Brian Daly, is not taking any prisoners.
You know, it doesn't seem fair to the rest of the competitors. They have a giant metal arm, but who are we to say?
Hey, I think there's nobody that Diamond David Thomas, he very well could have missed his signing too, as he did miss the client.
And we have one more man entering. It's Sean Carter.
1%.
Sean Carter, a man who believes himself to be in the top 1%.
Oh, and Big Daddy is out! Our first elimination!
Big Daddy out immediately. As I was saying, Sean Carter, a man who believes himself to be in the top 1% of this roster. That man is no Bernie Sanders fan, I can tell you that.
Absolutely not. Not intimidated whatsoever by the bionic competitor he is raining down elbows on.
Going straight to him.
You have to think maybe Big Daddy was worn down to that tag match earlier. The first man eliminated.
And it's certainly unlucky of him to get such an early number after being so tired already.
Big super kick from Mike Carr, and here comes Andrew Mayer.
The horseman himself, Andrew Mayer, perhaps one of the most athletic members of our roster.
He's part horse. Part horse!
I don't know, is he part horse or is he all horse? I really am not sure.
According to my notes, he's part horse, part horse.
There you go, Bojacked horseman, he likes to call himself.
Well, the man's a thoroughbred as he tries to eliminate Mike Carr, but not having it. Looks like Wayne Maston turning around Sean Carter for more. Ryan Rock Moonves. Oh! Pick a side, stupid. Sean Carter's out of here.
The side he picked is outside the ring. Brian Rock Moonves coming in and trying to make his mark.
Immediately missing a drop kick and eating a forearm from Wayne Maston.
Not a great start.
Brian Rock appearing to wrestle this match with his eyes closed.
Oh, Wellington Arms just eliminated Maxilon Magnificent. That's 2.
Good for Maxilon. He wasn't the first one out. Wayne Maston turning the tables. TV&D Heller is in the QAW arena.
Now, truly one of the nicest guys on this roster, but don't let his personality fool you. This man is intense, and he is here to claim that championship.
He is outfitted in a 3-piece suit of pain, and he is taking it to Bojacked Horseman.
Oh, well, he's still in. He's still in.
Mike Carr still trying to ride his ticket from number 1 all the way to the end, but Wayne making it very difficult.
Very close there.
Just clinching those hooves to stay in.
He's not just a horseman, he's a war horse. He is here to win.
He is serving up a sea biscuit of pain to Mike Carr, who's almost out of here. Brian Rock working over those tight hamstrings of a man made of some metal. And in comes the dapper head clapper.
Clapping heads from all the way to Massachusetts, from Chicago, Illinois. The man with the ascot is here to kick some ass. Gots.
He doesn't like ascots. He doesn't like Scottish people. He's here for violence.
Oh, he's immediately going for Wellington arms. He's trying to take out the strongest competitor immediately.
Some brave individuals are going right for the Bionic Man as they come in.
Well, this is their first impression. They want to make their mark as soon as possible.
Wayne firing up. Here comes Garrett Good, and that's bad for everyone else.
The Mammoth himself. He rounds out. He's the third member of the generation serving at the top of this here company.
A competitor.
Oh, we just lost Mike Carr there.
Not just a competitor, the very first man in the Rumble. Mike Carr is out.
Now that's some horsepower.
Yeehaw.
You can see there with the Mammoth and Wellington Arms in here together, they might team up.
We could see just that, and we could, oh! 2 near eliminations. We have a full ring full of Berlin. Oh, big neck breaker from the horse.
It's just chaos already.
There can only be one champion. Oh!
The farm boy is trying to tame that horse, but Andrew Mayer is not making it easy for him. Big Salida del Sol there.
Oh, that could be it for Wayne. The horse setting him up. But breaking free, my God. This match could go any way.
Nobody's even managing to land a hit. All these competitors are still fresh.
Brian Rock punched in the face with a metal fist, but breaking free.
Oh, there goes Dapper Head Clapper.
Competitor has been eliminated.
The Mammoth, perhaps the biggest member of this roster, he is here to stay, folks.
If these men were smart, they would team up to eliminate the Mammoth. He is just a mountain of prehistoric muscle. In just 5 seconds, we're going to have our next man. And oh, there goes Brian Rock Moonves.
And Rock's out.
Could it
Jacques
be?
LaRue in here representing Canada. Let's see if he can help make his country proud.
Oh no!
Oh my God, immediately.
The Canadian flash in the pan is out.
Oh my, that's a record already set. This is the first Rumble, but there's no way anybody's going to be eliminated that fast.
According to the metric system, that was 2 seconds.
Well, Jacques LaRue, let's see if he can shake that off. But if I was in his position, I don't know if I'd be able to.
How embarrassing. He lasted less time than a wizard.
At least Maxilon can put that in his pipe and smoke it.
Indeed. The horse and the farmer. Oh!
Oh, the seed plant there from the farm boy Wayne Maston.
Some questionable farming putting a seed in the head of a horse.
Well, that's why he's a wrestler, Mike.
We're going to keep it in the animal kingdom with the beautiful beast.
Now here's another question. Is this a half man, half gorilla? Is this just a gorilla, or perhaps is this a Yeti we're seeing?
Ask him for his ID. My God.
Oh my! Beautiful beast eliminated Wellington Arms.
The only thing stronger than a cyborg. A gorilla.
This is a regular Animal House, Mike.
We have a mammoth, a horse, and a gorilla. And why not? We'll add an Andy Zevlin as well.
After the Uranus boys back here. They lost before, but they're still coming for some kind of gold to put around their waists.
If they get back on the same page for this match, one of them could very well be the first champion, and the Mammoth is in big, big trouble here.
The farm boy.
T via D working over the gorilla with, oh, big European uppercut from a D.
Mammoth come back in. Oh, the other half of the Uranus boys, Zio, making his way in. Let's Well, let's see if they can get on the same page this time.
I think the fix could be in, coming out one after the other like this. Iron Pete Fenzel must be furious.
They're already both going after the beautiful beast, it would seem.
And the horse is out! TVD has canceled Mr. Ed.
Oh, off to the glue factory with the horseman.
As is QAW tradition. We'd like to thank our other sponsor, Elmer's Glue. Elmer's, using QAW losers since 2020.
Look at that. Whoa, what a compact, modified suplex there from Zio.
Splitting the ape's head like a banana. Big running bulldog on TVD. Truly blue collar versus white collar as Wayne and Adi go head to head.
Nate the Great Lopez, self-described great one. Nate Lopez, he's taking his chance immediately by going right after Zio.
And immediately planning Zio, showing no fear, mixing it up.
I have to say, I think the people who lasted longest, TV, D. Heller, and the Farm Boy have been in this match for a long time now.
They truly have been, as has the Mammoth, who's showing no signs of slowing, but the beautiful beast in danger of elimination once again.
Why don't you hold on to himself there.
Oh, big right hand from the Mammoth. Big boot to follow up. The action fast and furious. We are halfway through our first ever QAW Rumble to crown our first ever QAW Men's Heavyweight Champion. Oh, Nate the Great is out! Not so great!
Zio takes out Nate the Great. Coming back hot after that loss. He's going after Andy Devlin.
Are the Uranus boys already on the outs?
Now we're being joined by the Dinkus. Let's see if the Dinkus can dink his way to winning.
Dunking and dinking all over the beautiful beast. My God, eating a giant silverback clothesline, and out he goes.
Out immediately, Dinkus. There goes the Farm Boy too, tossed out by the Mammoth.
Bodies are flying, and Andy Devlin's been busted wide open. What is that fluid coming out of his forehead?
Oh my God.
Andy Devlin, he's leaking some kind of viscous... What is that?
I think I see steam coming off of it.
Oh my good... We are in a lockdown! Someone patch that man up!
We have people in hazmat suits ready to disinfect Andy Devlin, should have come to it.
TV&D not worried about contamination, bringing violence all over the beautiful beast. And in comes Amrak.
Oh, there goes TV&D.
My God. It's not a train, it's not Amtrak, it's Amrak, and he is here to run the show.
He describes himself as karma backwards, because you're going to get what he deserves.
When asked how... Oh my goodness! The beautiful beast is out, and so is the Mammoth!
Both our animals out. We are back to a human-centered Rumble here, folks.
We asked him before the match, Amrak, how do you think you're going to do tonight? He had one word. Balls. And here comes Machatero.
Our foremost luchador here. Zio just
goes
helped
Andy
toss
Devlin.
out his tag partner.
My God, betrayal from the Uranus boys.
This is not good, but as I was saying, Machatero, Javier Melendez, the foremost luchador of quarantine action wrestling.
Standing at a mighty 3'7". Amrak and Machatero working together. Is this going to be it for Zero? Andy Devlin yelling at... Is that Aramaic he's yelling?
I'm not sure. He gets back on his feet.
Drama, drama, drama from the Uranus boys, and Zio is not done yet. Zio and Machatero continuing to bring down the pain on Amrak, and here comes Rick Canavan.
Rick Canavan, the man who insists that he is definitely not a wrestler. You have to wonder what he's doing in the Rumble here now.
Some people say he was put up to it, others say he's just playing possum, but is he going to send Zio out of here?
Is he going to pull a Drew Carey a more successful Drew Carey, I should say, by entering the Rumble and winning.
Is the price right for Rick Canavan? Big drop kick on Zio.
He's already coming in. Look at that. Already soaking in some cheers. This man is a ham. And Deadly Fred coming in next.
Deadly Fred on his way in. And immediately, crucifix bomb to Amrak. Zio looks like he's on the outs as well. Is Nick Canavan going to make sure that Zio has a terrible night? And that is it for Zio.
And he does. Rick and Machitero, a little bit of a team up there.
Whoa! Big fake out super kick from Amrak. For a man who's not a wrestler, Nick Canavan holding his own against Machitero.
Wait, Tommy. How is Tommy Jr. in this match?
Defying some odds, he is here.
No, I'm just getting word. Apparently, Lloyd Legacy Sharp, ever the class act, he actually ended up giving his spot to Tommy Jr. and respecting that young man's hustle.
A truly selfless act from Lloyd Legacy. We'll see if Tommy Jr. can convert that into championship gold.
Lloyd Legacy is a face for life, but will Tommy Jr. be a champion for now?
Time will tell. Nick Canavan. Oh, and here comes Iron Pete. The Uranus boys are out. Is Iron Pete about to break out and become the first ever QAW double champion?
I wouldn't bet against Iron Pete here. He might be tired, but he has a bit of time to recover. And, well, after this, there's only 6 more people entering. 23 is not bad. Rick Canavan. Rick Canavan's hanging on the ropes.
But he's still in. Machitero trying to get rid of Tommy Jr. Amrak working over Iron Pete. Folks, there's only a handful of competitors. Oh, and that is it for Iron Pete!
His energy worked against him there.
Perjury Palapa, court is in session.
Let's see if he's about to hammer out some justice.
We have gotten word that Machitero and Perjury Palapa would square off.
Impressive arm drag.
Potentially have a match of the year.
Now that is a matchup I want to see. Machitero and Perjury Palapa, 2 of the most agile superstars. Wrestlers, I mean. Why call them superstars? Wrestlers on this roster.
They could set the world on fire with their speed, but here comes the greatest wrestler. He's not good at anything. He's great at everything. He's the greatest wrestler.
Man, the greatest wrestler in the history of our great sport, Ben Mosier. This man accepts nothing less than the best.
Could we see a Falcon Arrow tonight? Not if Rick Canavan has anything to say about it. My God, the greatest wrestler's in trouble.
Oh, Deadly Fred just tossed out by Amrak.
Oh, the greatest wrestler not dispatched that easily, it seems. Perjury, Palapa, and Amrak squared off. Oh, and Machitero exited by Tommy Jr. And here comes the Violent Santa himself, Steve Delfino.
Steve Delfino, a man who is said that he has no idea what's going on. Well, let's hope he has his wits about him for this.
Could he and Rick Canavan finally get the context that they need? Perjury Palapa picking his spot, warming up his shoulder. The greatest wrestler, wisely, smartly taking a rest. And Perjury Palapa sees that.
Rick and Steve must have some kind of beef there. Steve just honed in on Rick the second he came in.
Oh my God, Perjury Palapa trying to make his move on the greatest wrestler.
Oh my God, there goes Amrak. That's 2 eliminations for Tommy Jr.
Karma has caught up to Amrak. 2 big outs for Tommy Jr.
In the 3rd, with Rick Canavan out, Tommy Jr. is making good use of that spot that Lloyd Legacy gave him.
He is on fire, and the greatest wrestler with a big reversal on Perjury Palapa. Big flying head scissors. Tommy Jr. setting up big. Steve Delfino asking Perjury Palapa where he is.
Oh, he gets knocked out. Big spinning heel kick.
Big reversal from Perjury. Big headbutt from Steve, who still, please, someone explain to him what's happening.
Good God, huge end of heartache for a man who doesn't know what's happening. This man knows how to wrestle.
He's operating on pure instinct. Oh, and a big scissor kick from Tommy Jr. Is this it for Perjury Palapal?
The Magnifique Nordique, Le Magnifique Nordique, excuse me, Matt Kona himself. He had some very, very strong words about America in general, and he's coming in here to prove that Quebec is truly the greatest part of this world.
Long hair, don't care. Quebec #1. Tommy Jr. whipped into the ropes. Perjury Palapal dramatically spinning him around.
That was the greatest wrestler going to eliminate Le Magnifique Nordique this quickly.
Quebec, Quebec, maybe not for long. The Talent on his way in.
The Talent himself. The Talent Kyle Mangan, he considers himself almost too big a star for Quarantine Action Wrestling, but he's here to prove that he belongs.
And a big roundhouse kick from Steve Delfino, who again is questioning why this exists. And Tommy Jr. is out. Perjury Palapal has escorted him from the courtroom.
Perjury Palapal, jeez. He just dished out some law and order to Tommy Jr.
He is firing himself up, and who's number 29? It's Mike Diesel.
Mike Diesel Dorval, the grouchiest man on the roster. He's coming in to make others hurt as much as his joints do.
My God, get that man some capsaicin. And the greatest wrestler is eliminated by the most confused wrestler.
What? Steve Delfino making one hell of a performance here in the Rumble.
What an embarrassment for a man who calls himself the best.
I think we only have one person left, right?
One person, I assume, unless it's not a person.
It's the Falcon.
The feathered friend of QAW.
Coming in hot.
Big head scissors on. And a big roundhouse. A house of fire. Le Magnifique Nordique. Steve Delfino. Perjury Palapal. One of these men is going to be our first ever QAW World Champion.
There's only 6 left. Nobody else is joining this. Using the ropes there on the Falcon. Mike Diesel, also one of the more experienced members of our roster. He has a very solid chance of winning this.
And Perjury Palapal building off that momentum earlier. And the Falcon and Perjury Palapal working together. My God, it's like they've done this before.
There goes the Talent. We're down to 5.
Who could it be? Steve Delfino, Le Magnifique Nordique, the Falcon, Perjury Palapal. Oh, and the Falcon makes a critical error. The confused man confuses the bird.
Does Steve Delfino even mean to pull down the ropes there?
My God. He may not understand the rules, but he might understand the championship paycheck.
This is your final 4, folks. Mike Diesel, Steve Delfino, Le Magnifique Nordique, Matt Kona, and Perjury Palapal.
Oh! Big kick to Le Magnifique Nordique. Steve Delfino still fighting even though he doesn't have a reason.
Oh, look at that joint work there from Mike Diesel. That's his specialty.
Mike Diesel wearing down the man who isn't sure why he's anywhere.
But he sure does know how to kick.
Oh, big kick from Mike Diesel. Big kick from Perjury Palapal. Perjury Palapal, huge disrespect to Le Magnifique.
These men have barely slowed down at all.
And that's it for Le Magnifique.
We're down to 3, folks. We're down to 3. Oh my God, Mike, which one of these men is going to be our first ever QAW Men's Champion?
We have one of the hardest working men in QAW versus one of the most confused men. Oh!
Thrown in there. Perjury Palapal barely able to get back up to his feet.
He's been in there the longest. And oh, there goes Mike Diesel!
We're down to our final 2.
David defeats Goliath, and now David has to defeat him.
Oh my God.
And that's it! Perjury Palapal is your first ever QAW Men's World Heavyweight Champion!
Oh my God, Perjury Palapal comes in late and he takes full advantage of it. The first ever QAW Men's Champion.
eliminating Steve Delfino, a man who at the very end said, "I remember why I'm here," but it was too late.
He's on all season, folks. Perjury Palapa. This is no. If this is an SVU, this is a surefire victory, undisputedly. That's been Total Shutdown, folks.
29 men wrestled up. Perjury Palapa wrestled down.